In this video, we will go through the Beginner's Guide to Tempo, an AI-driven platform designed to help you and your team work together in real time to create applications. To begin, visit the website www.tempo.new.com. Once you've landed on the page, click the Get Started button to begin. You'll be presented with the option to continue with GitHub. Click on that option, and if you're not signed in yet, you'll need to sign in. If you don't have an account yet, simply click on Create an Account to register. After completing the account creation, proceed to sign in and continue with the setup. Once you open Tempo, you'll be presented with two options: generate an app or connect GitHub repository. We'll choose the first option, allowing the AI to generate the project for us. Type the context and ensure all key details are included. Once you've fine-tuned the context, click Next, and now Tempo will take over. You'll notice the AI processing the information, and in just a short while, a PRD, Project Requirements document, will be generated. This document serves as a structured breakdown of the application's components. Alongside it, Tempo even creates a mermaid diagram, which visually maps out how different parts of the app are interconnected. At the bottom of the screen, you'll find a navigation bar featuring various tools. Selecting the Pan tool allows you to move around and explore how different pages link together. Over on the left side, you'll notice an AI-powered chat working in real time to build the project. As it progresses, Tempo automatically generates wireframes, authentication forms, and a complete UI layout for all pages. Once the AI finishes, you might run into a minor issue, but no need to worry. Simply click Fix with AI, and the system will resolve the problem instantly. Just like that, everything is up and running. Now, heading back to the PRD, you'll find the mermaid diagram once again. Click this button to expand it to full screen, and you'll be able to see the entire application flow, starting from the landing page, moving through account creation and login, and finally, reaching the profile setup where users input their details. Once that step is complete, we are taken to the main interface, which features an AI chat where we can ask questions and interact. The mermaid diagram also visually represents what happens when we engage with the AI chat. Additionally, we have options to update profile settings, log out, or adjust preferences as needed. Now that we've explored the overall application flow, let's take a look at how the website appears so far. If it's completely empty, you can return to Tempo to resolve this issue. Simply let the AI know that the main page is blank, and it will take care of the fix automatically. Now, it's time to link our project to Supabase, which will serve as our database. On the left-hand side, locate and click on the Supabase icon, then choose Connect Supabase from the options. Next, we need to authorize our Supabase account. If you don't have an account yet, be sure to sign up on Supabase first. Once your account is set up, click Authorize to proceed. Now, let's visit supabase.com and set up a new project to get everything running. Go to the dashboard and click New Project to get started. Select your organization, then enter a project name. For this example, I'll name it Meal Planner Pro. Next, set up a strong database password and hit Create New Project. Now, we just need to wait while Supabase completes the setup. Once it's ready, switch back to Tempo and reconnect our Supabase account. Click Authorize again, choose the newly created project, and then hit Connect. Just like that, Supabase is successfully linked. Heading back to the AI chat, we can now see that Tempo has added a Supabase file inside the project's code. Time to test the website and check its functionality. To do that, I'll sign up by creating an account. And just like that, the authentication system is working flawlessly. Now, we're asked to select dietary preferences. Since I'm allergic to nuts, I'll pick nut-free options. But hold on, if the database isn't properly saving user accounts, the entire system won't function correctly. Let's take a moment to double-check the database. Fixing this issue now will help us avoid potential problems later. In Supabase, navigate to the Authentication tab, and right away, we can confirm that everything is functioning correctly. My email and name have been successfully stored, and the system has assigned my account a unique user ID. Now, let's click Complete Setup to proceed. But what if your preferences aren't being saved? In that case, simply instruct Tempo to properly establish the connection between the project and Supabase. Tempo will then analyze the issue and generate a solution. Here, we can see it writing SQL code, the programming language used for managing relational databases. This code serves as the command that tells Supabase exactly how to store and organize our data. To apply this fix, open the SQL editor, paste the generated code inside, and then press Ctrl plus Enter to execute it. Now, let's return to Tempo, launch the website, and verify whether the latest update is actually storing data correctly. To test this, I'll go to Account Settings and select Nuts as an example. Next, I'll click Save, refresh the page, and then navigate back to Account Settings. To double check, let's look at the User Preferences table in the database. And sure enough, the new entry has been recorded successfully. The system is now saving data as expected. Now, I'll quickly update my selections, switching the allergy to gluten and setting dietary preferences to vegan. A quick database refresh, and just like that, the changes have been stored successfully. Now, let's switch over to the AI chat and put it to the test. First, we need to enter the API key in the account settings on the website. To do this, open the app and navigate to Account Settings. Inside, you'll find a tab labeled API Settings. This is where the key needs to be added. Now, let's head to platform.exampleapi.com and go to the API Keys section. Create a new key, name it anything you like, and then copy it. Next, return to the app, go back to Account Settings, paste the key into the appropriate field, and hit Save. Time to test. Jump back to Tempo and type peanuts into the chat. Immediately, it displays a clear warning indicating that this food doesn't align with my dietary preferences. Now, let's verify that the database is logging the chat history correctly. Take a look at this. Under the Food Restriction History table in Supabase, we can see that every food item we tested has been properly recorded. That confirms that the app is now fully functional. Now, let's open the DOM tree from the left-hand menu. Here, we can see a list of all the app's pages. If we select the auth container and zoom into the authentication page, we can examine all the different components that make up this section. Let's try modifying an element. By double-clicking the title, we can rename it to something more suitable. Now, under the Assets tab, we have access to a variety of pre-made components that we can simply drag and drop to design the UI. Over on the right side, we have a full set of design tools, similar to what you'd find in any professional design software. A useful tip: hold Control while hovering over components to select underlying layers instead of just the topmost element. This makes precise design adjustments much easier. The left-hand menu also includes useful features like history, allowing us to track changes. And if we open the file selector, we can view the React code that Tempo has generated. Looking inside the source folder, we can see that the project is cleanly structured and fully optimized. Finally, clicking Share allows us to invite collaborators with ease, or even deploy the project to Vercel in just one click.